KISS even did one about 20 years ago. Anyway, that's a whole other story. But we're here today. I'm honored, and Eric's honored to be here at Gibson, Epiphone. We have the new Tommy Thayer signature electric blue Les Paul. We're rolling out. I want you guys to check this out. And something I'm really proud of, and hopefully you guys will get a chance to come out on the road, see me play it, and hear it, because it's a phenomenal guitar.
Do they have it here on display, Tommy?
Yes.
Where is it?
It's here. It's actually right there with the artist models, right in the middle.
Okay,
right in
cool.
the center. Can't miss it. It's glowing from here. You can see it.
So I just wanted to give you a little bit of my, tell everybody a little bit of my inspiration, and then I'm going to tie Eric into this because he's been a part of this as well. But you know, when I was a kid, 12, 13 years old, you know, I played saxophone in the school band. And my mom was always a great artist and beautiful singer. She was really creative and a very artistic person. We had this little Stella guitar, little cheap acoustic guitar at the house, and that's how I learned my first chords on guitar when I was about 13 years old. And so one day my mom said, I'll take you to get to a real guitar at the music store if you promise that you'll continue to play saxophone until you graduate from high school. And I said, of course I will. And so we went down to American Music, which is actually in Vancouver, Washington, right across the river from Portland, to find a real guitar, electric guitar for me to play. And I was on a limited budget, so I went in and I saw all these Gibson Les Pauls on the wall in the music store. And you know, I was just so inspired when I saw that. And because a lot of my favorite guitar players at the time were playing Les Pauls, you know, like Jimmy Page, and Ronnie Montrose, and Mick Rouse from Bad Company, Mapaduple. And I just dreamed about owning a Les Paul someday. I didn't have the money at the time, and I ended up getting a Fender Mustang for $135, which was a great starting guitar, but I dreamed about having a Les Paul. And so if you would have told me, fast forward to where we are now, that I have a signature guitar of my own, a Les Paul, I never would have believed it. And that's why this is so special for me.
Well, 3 signature guitars.
Yeah, actually,
Four,
this is my 4th signature guitar with Epiphone, the electric blue. So we started out with the Spaceman. It was about 6 or 8 years ago, and every 2 years we've done roll out a new signature model. The second one was a White Lightning Les Paul, and then I did the White Lightning Explorer, and now we've got the electric blue Les Paul. I wanted Eric to jump in here for a second. Eric's a real guitar aficionado. He collects guitars. He's probably got as many guitars at home as I do. And when we're on,
I tell everybody, I probably have a better guitar collection than most guitar players.
he really does. So Eric has you know, a lot to say. He has a lot of opinions about guitars. So when we're on the road, you know, we'll start talking guitars. I'll ask Eric, you know, if I do a new signature model, what would you do? Because Eric's got a lot of great ideas. So starting with the White Lightning Les Paul and then the Explorer and now the electric blue, Eric actually really helped me come up with the ideas for the guitar themselves. So when we did the White Lightning, it was actually Eric's idea to do a white metallic guitar, chrome parts, make it really
Well, let me just interject. I'm a guitar fan. I got a lot of Gibsons, and I'm not just saying I do. But SGs are my favorite of the Gibson. I have a lot of Les Pauls too. But I'm a car fanatic as well. And anyone that's into cars, especially if you go over to Europe and they have the big car shows over there, all the German cars, they're really into detail. Like you see like the blue knobs and the little detail appointments. That to me, you know, they say the devil's in the details, and it's true. And so I always would try to impart to Tommy, like, you know, guitars from a distance kind of look the same, but if you make your guitar unique and have detailed appointments, that's what's going to set it apart and make it special and unique. So Tommy told me he wanted to do a blue color guitar, and a friend of mine who's actually playing drums in Aerosmith right now, Johnny Douglas. He was a drum tech and made all those custom drum kits for Frank Beard, the ZZ Top, Alex Van Halen, Joey Kramer, Tico Torres, a lot of people. But he's also a great painter and artist. So I knew he was very creative and could get the color paint that Tommy wanted. So I said, reach out to this guy, tell him what you want, and here we are.
And so it was a little bit of a process, though. Eric introduced me to Johnny Douglas. He said this is a great painter. You should talk to him about the custom color, because we'd started out, I told people at Gibson and Epiphone what I wanted to do, and we did a first prototype of the finish, and it was good, but it really didn't quite have the pop that we wanted. So Eric looked at it, and then we went back to a second round with the Gibson Epiphone people. Not quite there yet. So then Eric said, call Johnny Douglas. So Johnny came in, and I talked to him on the phone and told him what I wanted. I showed him some photos of some colors, and he came up with this iridescent blue flake finish that just is, it really pops.
Show the back.
And-
Show the back.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And since it's called electric blue, I knew I wanted to call it the electric blue. I wanted that electric blue color, which is, it's almost fluorescent looking, and certainly has a great iridescent flake.
Well, they usually call that like a hologram flake. I mean, I did a couple drum kits with these different types of hologram paints and a motorcycle as well. And so I was familiar with the potential, but you had to find the right guy. And paint is a specialty type thing. And this guy he's a real artiste, as they say. And he was, I think Tommy was pretty blown away once he met him and realized that he's like, oh, this guy's for real. And if you ever go to the Rio in Las Vegas, there's an art gallery next door. A lot of Johnny's paintings are in there. They've done, portraits of all the famous rock stars, musicians that we all know. And he's a very talented guy.
Now he's playing drums in Aerosmith.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we got the color right, and then in the tradition of my other signature guitars, we did all the chrome parts.
Pickup's very cool.
Well, that was the last little thing I added. I said, let's do blue barrel knobs, top hat knobs, excuse me. And then I said, why don't we do a blue coil pickup? And I didn't know if they could even do it. I just kind of threw it in to see what would happen. And lo and behold, I got the prototype and it had a blue pickup in it. And so I thought that was really just the finishing touch that made it perfect. So anyway, this is it. This is the electric blue Les Paul. It's coming out now. And you can order it or get it in all the stores. And I'll be playing it on tour a certain amount as well.
How many is it? Is it limited to 1,000?
I believe this is a limited edition of 1,000 pieces. So the other signature guitars I've done were 1,000 each, except the Les Paul. White Lightning Les Paul was 1,500 guitars. So anyway, we're going to open it up for a few questions here, and you guys hit us with some questions.
If you're